Hey, everybody. The Eternal Engineer is here to, once again, engineer eternally. Fun times ahead, huh? Let's go see what's going on. I can't even remember what I was doing yesterday. Apparently tech is still going. That's pleasant. We're probably going to see the end of, prod science today, right? Just farewell forever. Oh, we have to make better bots today. That I remember. So all of this is good. Here, before we do that, let's just take a look at everything we love. I realize I probably ended the last episode doing this as well. But, what can I say? I've forgotten everything about that. Past me no longer exists. There is only present me. And present me is confused. Alright, Vatbrain's doing great. SSP? SSP cranking along. The whale isn't even here. Okay, so the whale is coming back, and in that time we have filled up to, what is that, 40%-ish? That's wonderful. Okay. So the other point we check obsessively is intelligent unit, which we have none, which means nothing. Oh, it looks like we're out of quantum battery this time. This is a real tangle. What's going on? Oh, this is chitosan. This is on my list. Upgrade chitosan. Yeah, right here. See? Update chitosan. So, alright. Maybe I should back off of this. Just go handle that. Alright, let's go do a thing. So, what do we... Okay, wait. Hold on. We're doing the thing where we ran off without supplies. Because it says right here, update chitosan to Mark III buildings. And then speed it up, because apparently we need just more of everything. So we need 5 bioreactors and 8 biofacs. And I have none of that. See, look, I made it only halfway there before turning around this time. That's improvement. So we need bioreactors. Those can be found somewhere around here. 8 biofacs, huh? Exactly that. Nice. And then some number of bioreactors. Why don't we have any? Oh, we do, right there. It was 5, right? Pretty sure. And now we hit today's first critical test. Can I remember the number I thought, saw, and spoke aloud a minute and a half ago? Can I recall it? It's a single-digit number. Did I commit it to memory correctly? Come with me, kids. Let's find out if I can pass basic tests of intelligence. Oh, I did remember. Nice. So all these guys and all these guys. And that's just a straight 50%, right? And you can't be prodded. Can't be sped. We can be sped. I guess we do that then, huh? I would want to do it right here. The right here also isn't bad. Because of all this down south is just inert. So let's just chuck in a nice 5-3. And it'll paint the entire area. And I strongly doubt we are going to be able to keep up with this pace. I think the other machines are going to run dry. I'm not sure where the limit is. I'm pretty sure it exists, though. So let's, yeah, look, we're going to run out of propeptides just immediately. We can probably get by with like a third of these buildings. So we're going to... Well, yeah, I really wish, I really wish I could do the thing. You all know the thing I want to do, but I can't do it. It's tragedy. Tragedy and comedy. Truly, Oedipus's fate would be desirable compared to mine. You get all those. Oh, we have a bunch of stuff we have to get rid of. Okay, just pick up all the red ones. They are no longer necessary. Unneeded. 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 Alright, so we just burned out all of our material, and now we are... Okay, that's also a fun little problem. I know this also isn't going to last, but it is entertaining to look at. Kind of... I doubt this dinosaur can keep up. I mean, obviously it's a lie for the moment, but long term that's going to be an issue. Alright, so why don't we get a whole lot more of these? So we need a whale to come back, and we need that whale to come back. And these whales are not here. How much of this is in the wormhole? I think we have that in the wormhole. We should have that. And plastic, but none of the other things, really. So we are going to be logistic bound on this. Well, we'll see what the new chitosan level is. It'll probably be very spiky and more than it was before. But the problem is the propeptides wasn't all the way backed up, you know? It was just sort of backed up. It wasn't completely backed up. Which means that this is the bottleneck, and possibly it's the same bottleneck it was before. So how can I fix this? We can eliminate some of these. We can just make a wormhole, just a specialized wormhole, just to handle this. The big thing is the bone meal, and okay, the big thing is the everything. It's very well distributed. Maybe I can make a medical wormhole that just handles this stuff. We'll consider it. Alright, I did what the task said. I don't know if that's actually enough. In fact, I'm going to go so far to say as I don't think this is going to be enough. I think I'm going to be... Here, let's watch and see how fast this guy burns through it. He's right here. There he is. He's arrived. Come here and dump, please. And it goes in. And then it goes in. And then, yep, everything goes in. It's very slow because of how much I've abused the simulation. All right, there we go. And now we have a burst of this, and you're going at a nice solid 90% prod. Just burning through this, and it's only made one per. That's a lot of stuff going down into one single unit. Wonder what else uses this. Like a lot of other stuff uses this, and I bet we're not. It's all... Oh no, it's splitting. Okay. Alright, so that's also consumption right here. Oh no, wait, it isn't. Here, we should do that, right? Because that dinosaur... Oh, it's half and half. Alright, so it gets skimmed off, and it's not a problem right now, so I should just leave it alone, I think. But this is almost entirely burnt through. You're done... This was done back when I put everything out of order. And that's how I thought I was going to do it. So chromium, glass, biosample shouldn't go there. This guy's just not right. Biosample should go all the way down here. Yeah, and that's reasonable. Here, I want you to start over, because I just mess with you. Chromium, glassware, and now that's more or less the correct order. And then we're going to use the weight then. Still needs to go on a wormhole. I need to stop staring at this. Yeah, we'll look at this more later. This is going to be a long-term problem. Clipped slurry to titanium purple. This was a comment left by a viewer. And I looked at it and said, no, I didn't. And then I went and I checked and it was like, ah, I did. I did do that thing. So we will fix it right now. There. Slurry is no longer clipped. Thank you, kind viewer. Go examine chemical carbon fiber again? Why? This is a long-term thing. And I'm kind of being lazy about Mark IV fish bowls. So why am I doing this? How would I go do Yaedols instead? That's probably more important than just fiddling with carbon fiber. So let's go check that out. And hopefully my gambling did well. Look at that tech go. Tick, 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 tick. Need more Yaedols, and that is right here, right? Now these are Navens, that's different. These are Yaedols. You're not going. Whoa. That's not good, Chief. A Yaedol. So step one is, I guess, get Yaedol production actually working. Ugly. Look how ugly this is. And you need more wood? Question mark? Oh, didn't we get new Yaedol recipes? Oh, the wood is being stripped out to run our gambler down here. Oh. Wait, this is making Mark III. Then we have one Hero Yaedol here. Oh, it's running both of them. Okay. Alright, so we've got one of these, which we welcome. That's great. And that goes to 5 spores. And the 5 spores need 10 of them. So we need one more of these guys. And then this drain can go away. So the question I'm struggling with is this a real phenomenon? Why is this guy seeming to be cycling endlessly? Maybe he just dropped and that's why it looks good. But this guy right here. Don't I have wood in enormous abundance? Like right over there? It's not really enough to ship over though. Like I could just draw a line down here. And then just wood in, like just up and in, and then there's no need to think about it anymore. That would make this a little more efficient. Don't we have another Yaedol recipe? Yaedol. Number 4. Yeah, we just researched this. And so that is this and absolutely no. An alien bacteria barrel? Whoa, what's this even do? All right, so that's an extremely expensive, critical ingredient. Extremely expensive. And this produces 12 Yaedols in 80 seconds. And this produces double the Yaedols in close to half the time. So this is very close to 4 times the Yaedols. Ooh. Ooh, 4 times in exchange for alien bacteria. Ooh. Alien bacteria is so precious, though. I don't have nearly enough of it. Well, let's sample it. Let's take a look. And it has to be with barrels, too, which is also a demerit. That is a really weird graph. I almost want to say this is a satiation curve, in which case maybe I want to rethink all of this complaining I just did. Because I'm not used to alien bacteria being in stock. It's not. This is, yeah, it's still very precious. We need tech to add. Okay, good. So now it's time for the absolute last prod psi. Okay. And then after that, it's just back and forth between utility and pi psi 4. Can do, friends. So this guy's stuck on something. What are you stuck on? Nexlet. Ooh, that ain't right. And we have not enough Nexlet. Okay. And we have nothing flowing down. Okay. So we have nothing going on here. What's going on here? Also nothing. Fantastic. There is absolutely nothing in this tank. With no RMAC, we don't get to do anything. All right, Yaedols is a highly questionable situation right now. I don't know. Like, I really would like to go to that alien bacteria recipe, but I have fear doing this. I know this is like a redundant thing to say. Of course I have fear. I'm playing Factorio. All right, explain to me why we have none of this. We have no oleochemicals. Okay. Okay, it still doesn't make any sense, but well, for one thing, that's prod 1. And this whole area can be done so much better. Now, this is sporopollenin. And that is, it shouldn't be out. Surely not. Because we had this terrible generator down here. And I imagine it probably hasn't gone in a while, right? So explain to me why this is not going. This guy needs to be here. And this guy needs Yaedols. Okay. It's this cycle. Anyway, we have to go look at RMAC again. Because I believe we have encountered a tangle here. RMAC needs the oleochemicals. RMAC needs to be upgraded. Noted. Oleochemicals from sporopollenin aren't happening because of a loop, an Arabolus. This could be upgraded. What are you doing here? Explain this to me. We can't get rid of the glycerol. That's why this generator is not going. Okay. And glycerol can't really... I can turn it into syngas. I could. I can have a glycerol vent, which apparently I don't have right now, which is kind of strange. Did this always exist? Or did this get put in possibly because I complained about it? It happens sometimes. What I am looking for. So there's oleochemicals from fat. And isn't there another oleochemical maker right here, maybe? Maybe right here, and you need just lard and titanium. And apparently, we don't really have that. Okay, there's lard and titanium. And if we go and look... do we just need more material? Just in general? I could do that. I have better augs now. But I'm kind of confused by all of this. It is, in fact, so confusing. Alright, that's full up. And so do we just need another oleochemical whale? Let's take a look. Oleochemical. So we're just not producing very much. And this is the sporopollenin problem. Because we used to get a whole lot of it from this. And this just isn't running because Renea isn't running. And Renea isn't running because of no Yaedols. How many Yaedols do we need here? 1 Yaedol per. And so there is an enormous Yaedol backlog. And that is in fact what I am trying to debug right now. So he's trying to get more, and there are no more. And if we go look at Yaedols, as we pull back around to our tail, that's very, very spiky, and it's fallen. And this is, I want to say, ever since I turned on Yaedol Uplifting. So that's what this is about. Okay, so what we're going to do is this. We're just going to clip that as it's clearly getting in the way. This can take as long as it wants. It can take as long as it needs to. So we're just going to slow this process down a little bit. I'm very tempted to put in alien bacteria. It's a fantastic recipe. 4 times for dealing with something that is quite annoying. Okay, speaking of quite annoying. This guy should probably get more wood. This is going to be an issue in about 20 seconds here. Alright, so the wood balance is now completely off. And I'm not going to care. We're just going to let the machine run longer. And this is going to all drain out, and that's good. And should I also get the other substrate? But that's not imbalanced. Or if it is, it's not the huge problem. So maybe we just let that go. How much here? We're gonna look at it, right? The first step to making a decision is looking at the decision. And this is gonna eat 0.18 alien bacteria barrels a second. So it's 0.09 alien bacteria. Okay. 0.09 alien bacteria a second times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 times 20. So, it's not much. That's 1.8 barrels a second times 50 is 90 a second. Okay, that's actually quite a lot. But it will definitely produce the Yaedols I need. Or do I want to stick on this? Because it's so cheap otherwise. Oh, I don't know. Indecision has seized me. I would love the price of alien bacteria to drop to the point where this is all just essentially free. You think we can manage that? Is that easy enough? I also don't want to leave here without actually seeing more Yaedols. How about this? Since this is the known bottleneck at the moment, let's just double this whale. And then we're going to resign ourselves to checking on this in a little bit. Okay. Doubling the whale is... perfectly valid. This does not jam very much. It's when it gets into threes that it does jam, and that's a big problem. All right, live. All right, so we're going to update this. Check on Yaedols. Okay. I could, of course, simply copy paste these right here. And just do a sheer double that way. That's not a terrible idea. Let's go implement better bots. That sounds like fun. That's down here. And these take like all sorts of exotic stuff. So, right here. We're actually ready to do it. Pinobots. Not logistic, construction. And what's the difference between you? So it's 2 more items per. It moves substantially faster. Substantially faster. Not quite double speed, but it's in the neighborhood of that. All right. You're going to come with me now. And can I prod this? Of course not. Oh no, get those guys out of there. So we need to get quantum. Oh no, this is going to be miserable. This is all sorts of all of the most expensive stuff. You need... Well, the gearboxes come in on by the bot network right here. So we get gearbox. And I'm not sure if we have those, frankly. Yeah, that's been a problem for a while. They go into dogs to shoot them into space. They don't come back after that. The gearboxes, I mean. So why isn't this going? This is stuck on need Nexilit Timmy alloy. Wonder what that's about. Sorry, we're going to take a nice little detour right here. Right here. And this is... Oh no, this is dropping. Okay, where's Nexilit Timmy? Right here, yes? And it's not running, no. We need more Nexilit, and Nexilit is stopped because of Oleochemicals, and Oleochemicals is stopped because of Yaedols. Alright, am I not taking this seriously enough? We have an enormous crash of materials happening. Am I not... I just doubled this. Is that sufficient? We gotta check on it later. Alright, don't lose sight of what's going on. Also, don't do this. You just go in a bin. Like there. Victory bin. Alright, so... Gearbox is checked off. This is going to take a while to get all of these machines that I want. Maybe I should only have it build so many. Since it's so expensive. Even that's probably too much. Alright, notepad. Let us speak of the terrible things we must do. We need 1 quantum battery. We need 4 super alloy, 2 nano mesh, 2 metastable quasi crystal, 1 claw engine, 1 int unit, 1 paramagnetic mat, 1 diamagnetic mat, 2 harmonic absorbers, 2 superconductor servo mechanisms, 10 SSP. That's a lot of stuff. Kind of sad that so much of it has to be brought in. And you. This is going to be multiple tiers. Yes, it is. And we're just going to stick you right there. All right, 11 things to bring in. All right, so how do these things stack? You stack to size 10. That's awful. 100, 100, 100, 100, 200, 100, 100, 100, 100, 200. So one good one and many, many bad ones. So it's 10, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 26, 31. So 3,000 divided by 31 is not what I hoped to see. All right, we're going to do 90 here and then 100 of everything else. Now we're going to recount. So it's going to be just a little off, but this is easy to think about. Don't judge me. So it's 9, 13, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24, no, 23, 25, and then half of that. This should be exactly enough. All right. And if it's not, well, I'll cry about it. Let's program Mr. Dinosaur right here. First, you must hunger, as all living things hunger. And then, we got a heck of a journey to go on. All right, first off, you don't need any pure materials, but you do need claw engine right here. So load atoms, get yourself a claw engine, number 100. Go get yourself harmonic absorber, which used to be the most precious thing around, but isn't anymore. And we need super alloy, which is not in stock. I should look into that. Super alloy is 400. And then after that, SSP, which I just scrolled right past. All right. So that's 4 things. Then after this, I don't think we have anything around here. I think we have to go all the way to the electronics stack. Could be wrong on this though. There's our nanomesh. Nanomesh goes right there. Then we need intelligent unit, which is actually in stock. And there's our quasi-crystal. Intelligent unit, 100. Add destination. Load items. 200. And then we need to go get stuff from here. I think we need the superconductor servo mechanism. Wasn't that in bio? No, it's right here instead. No, all of this is here. That's weird. We need diamagnetic material. And load items this. And that's that. Then we need servo mechanisms. Load items. Servo mechanism. And then we just need the quantum battery, which again should be right around here, right? It should be right next door to intelligent unit. Should it not be? Why am I not seeing it? I know we brought it in here because we were at a deficit for it for a long time because we were filling no, it's right here and it's out. Ooh, that's a problem. Yeah, that's going to take a very, very long time to fill. Very long time indeed. There you go. You gotta get 90. Good luck with that. And then lastly, we gotta get this stuff. Load items. This guy is 100. Okay, so how much pickup have we done here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11. Okay. That's probably the right number. Oh no, we have to also... Oh, we'll fix that. Don't worry about it. I'll fix it. Then we have to circuit condition, which is comparator equals go. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It will be a very, 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 very long time before this is actually ready to go. 90, 400. There's a lot of stuff here that isn't properly buffered. There's a lot of stuff here that this guy's going to have to wait for. Oh, we got our trains. Our trains stop a little faster. That's fantastic, right? That's efficiency for the system. All right. I don't know what I'm researching next. Does anyone know what arc I was on? Did I have a plan? All right, go for it. Go get all of that stuff. We're not done here. Don't worry about it. So that was it. Now we're done completely with prod sci. And we were just researching whatever we wanted up here. It's like anything that looks good and useful. Like maybe I'll need more Vonixes. Maybe I want to get Peak Fadai or Xenos or Kamuts. Probably something like that. And space science starts right here with the good one, which we're definitely going to do, right? Kind of everything I want is down in Pi-Sci 4 right now. There's also artillery and like just general bot usefulness. Is that going to be the most high impact thing here? Maybe having this is a good idea. And then this does what? Extra power? Okay. Okay, you got me. We're going to go get the last power thing because it's going to jump up on me, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's not going to be subtle when I all of a sudden need more power. And it's not like we're waiting for the wind to pick back up. It's going to hit real hard and real sharp. And I'm going to have the next level tech ready to go at that time. So, yes, that is the correct way to do this. And I know what you're saying to yourself. He left himself no room whatsoever to put the bots on. Guess what, friends? I have a solution for this. And that's pulling that guy up. Well, no. Yeah, exactly. And then undoing all of that. And then just chucking all these guys. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those stay with me. Everyone else, you get upgraded, in theory. So, and then our output box is right here. And I'll just come pick it up one day. Some sunny day. All right, we have to keep checking on this from time to time. But we made some progress. Maybe. So what do we go do? We implemented better bots. Good job. We have to look at Nexlet Timmy Ally, which was more Nexlet. And that's Nexlet as another problem. So I think now we go check on chemical carbon fiber, maybe? Even though that's not a problem at the moment. Maybe obsess over Yaedols. Maybe after go look at carbon fiber. Okay. I've decided. Alright. Wait a second. Not quite done. I didn't hook up grease. That would definitely cause me problems. Alright, let's just go fix that right now. And I still haven't done Logibots because I just don't like bots that much. So grease. Just bring in some. We don't need a lot. There we go. Already tasked. So nice. So very nice. What else is nice? The fact that just, straight up. No turns. Intentional. Crafted. Alright, let's go take a look at one of my favorite things. The carbon fiber chain. And then see if maybe, just maybe, there is a bottleneck that I can work out. And then we're probably going to swing back to Yaedols. And that's probably going to be it. And then we're going to go, I don't know what I should do after that. Like the oleochemical problem is real. That feels like something I should focus on. Right here. Okay. What sort of bottlenecks do we have? Oh, is it bottlenecked here? It's bottlenecked on the final step? No. I mean, no, but obviously yes. Let's take a look. Carbon fib. I don't know what that dip was. Is that Simics not working? Are you guys just taking a break? No, you're working. I wonder what that was. Was this full up? Ooh. I bet you we're having transport problems there. Like we're having transport problems here. Oh. There's no problem at all with carbon fiber. That's why it's backed up to here, because it probably backed up all the way through here. All right, that's the opposite of a carbon fiber problem. So let's just leave that alone, huh? All right, it's time to swing by Yaedols then. See if maybe there's something more we can do. And if there isn't, I think I have to stare obsessively over everything again. I don't think we can just let Yaedols go with the current state it's in. It's too critical to too many paths, and I also don't think I can justify using alien bacteria at this time. That is also just too expensive. It's needed elsewhere. It can't be used just to make something like Yaedols here. No, still where we were. And now we're low on wood because it's moving at the rate of this guy, and that's fine. So it looks like we have this guy supply in place. This guy is almost back. I'll have to double him again if we actually double this. That's running, that's running, that's running, that's running. And we have Yaedol now. So yes, we had this trough right here where we were running Yaedol uplifting as well. Now we've returned to our normal amount of Yaedolage, and it's just not enough. So, what I gotta do then is make another one right here. Just copy and paste it. Just straight out double Yaedol. Because just another 25% bump off of level 4 modules isn't going to be enough. And it's going to be a long time before it's going to be worthwhile to use alien bacteria. And we have this enormous backup right here. It really has to be addressed. So I guess we do it, huh? Okay, let's figure this out. I guess the first thing to do is just gather all these things up. We need 20 Yaedols, a whole bunch of landfill, then a bit less of bricks, a bit less of concrete. I can manage that. I can even manage this fairly quickly. I'm worried about how much material I'm going to have to bring in. I may have to draw that wood line. That would be mid-level bad, not super duper bad. Where is Yaedols? Right here. All right, 20, please. Then we need a whole bunch of landfill. And it's been a long time since I put out a new block. I think the factory's almost at its final form. Do I think this is enough? I often think that, and then it's not enough. Maybe I just fill my inventory. Does that sound safe? That's probably enough. And just get the rest in landfill. Okay. That is my plan. All right, just tear everything with landfill and just hope this works. Hope I don't have to pick up a fish in the first block or something. I usually tell stories while this is happening. I could tell stories of my use of AI. I think we're like speed running historical precedent when it comes to AI development. Because I don't know how many people in the audience were around way back in the day, as it's called. But when computers were just introduced, it was really good. And then the engineers were in charge, and the focus was on making the best products and the best tools, and there was competition. And then after a while, the market solidified with the large players that we have today. You know, the Apples, the Microsofts, to a certain extent, even the IBMs, the Ciscos, everything became standardized. And then the business people started taking charge, and it started being into the extractive phase, everything slowly getting worse, and then having to pay them to obtain functionality that you had just a minute ago, essentially. I feel like AI is speed running this business model. Claude just came out with another update, and the update is almost making Claude unusable. By that I mean it's producing the same results, only it's eating your allocation probably 5, maybe 6 times faster. It used to be that I could never run out and it would produce good results. And now it's producing good results and I run out immediately. So it's like the AI companies have sensed that I enjoy using the product, and now they are just jumping straight into the business extractive phase, saying, well, if you really like it, how much are you willing to pay for it? How about a little more? How about a little more? How about if I make it just a little worse? You still want to do it now? You still, is this where your breaking point is? So it may be, we don't know yet, but it may be that everyone who is currently sitting out AI might actually be doing the correct thing, because if they try to pull this cycle 1 or 2 more times, I can see all value being stripped from the system by the bean counters, and there was no point to even getting on board with anyway. I do know one of the projects I'm going to have to inaugurate very, very soon now is evaluating self-hosted AI solutions, because at least then they can't, the platform is stable. Like, I cannot build off of a platform that is constantly shifting under my feet. I need assurance that what worked yesterday will work today, or what worked yesterday will work today, and it will work tomorrow. And if that, without that loop in place, I need more. Nothing substantial can be done, and it is merely a toy. So we're going to give it a couple days and see if the system returns to its previous efficiency and accuracy. And if not, it's time to bail and try to do something else. May have actually lived to see peak Anthropic in in almost record time. I would have expected this well-established business cycle to have taken substantially longer to speedrun. Then again, everything is so wired in and optimized nowadays. Maybe I should not be so surprised. So we're more than doubling this belt, which is going to be a problem because we were having trouble feeding this belt. But it's in a good cause, yeah? There's plenty of open source AI models and ways to run them. I am not spectacularly versed on any of it. That is a problem. That's a me problem. I'm going to have to address that. Especially since, for some reason or another, I have been pegged as the AI guy at work. And now I'm expected to know things. So I should probably try to know them, right? And that's what it takes to self-host this stuff in our year of our Lord 2026. Alright, so this is going to not quite go yet because we need to hook up our liquids. We need to get nitrogen in, and then we need to get water in. Of this, water is probably going to be the more irritating one because I don't think I have any red pump jacks on me. I wonder why that is. Why is it I never have red pump jacks? Should I investigate that at some point? Does that seem worthwhile? Clip, clip. And this is a freeloader. And that's all necessary. Okay. And are you running? No. So we have to double lots and lots of stuff. We probably have to double this just out of practicality. Start here. And you right there. And you get your standard weight. And you get circuit condition. I probably should get in the habit of just solving problems like this. just reflexively double things, especially when it comes to alien life. Why are you so weird? Alright, so you want to go up to 3,000. I don't know what's going on with this, so you're just going to stay like that. Here, you're going to get picked up, actually. So you're going to go all the way up to 9,000, I guess. I understand why there's two of them, then. So that's going to be hard to get on. And that's a good... it's a good mixer. Ugh. It's getting worse. Someone should probably stop copy and pasting full city blocks. You're going to put 6,000 on. You are super weird, and I'm going to stop you right there. That guy's not hooked up anymore. And this guy's going to be 6,000 as well. And this guy also picked up. And you're still limited. Alright, you're going to pick up all the Yaedols. In fact, we're going to do more of them. None shall pass, right? And we also need more here. And this, I wonder if we're going to need another hand to do it, because it takes time to pick up. Here, let's just assume that's true, right? Let us just assume that this is also necessary. Thank you, save game. Okay. It is going to be a very important question as to whether these can support double. But let's not even ask that question, right? A more sophisticated way is just believe. Just believe everything's going to be fine. And we do that with a large beacon. Our belief is done through heavy, heavy use of technology. All right, so I think it's reasonable to say that... Okay, no, you're not doing that. It's reasonable to say that we have enough spore production now. Okay, that's the cost of confidence. One big beacon and a whole lot of power production. So we have two working this right now, and it's an open question whether or not it is enough. But in theory, like, all these guys are going, all these little bugs are crawling. We're making the Yaedols. This is actually eating quite a lot of material a second. Especially multiplied across so many buildings. Beginning to see why there's a problem. See, that one just turned on. Yeah, I'm beginning to see why I have a Yaedol problem. Then again, this may stabilize if I just let it go long enough. Or, could just get worse. That's possible too. If I let it mix a bit, you know, and get a more even surface. I wonder if I should be putting these on over here. Is there any value into sending it through the mixer? The answer is probably no. Alright, see if we got more Yaedols. Survey says no. No, not yet. It needs to bake for a bit. So we're used to 1.2k a minute. And now we are at a little above that, but not a lot. Really wish these guys would be here more often. But again, this just has to bake more, I think. Alright, we should just walk away. Yeah. Yeah, I should definitely just walk away at this point. What are we also doing? We have Watch Yaedols, Nextlit Timmy Alloy, Make a Shrine for Irving. That's coming. That's not yet, but that is coming. Let's take a look at Southern Renea, which is necessary for Sporopolinin, and that's still not happening. There's still not enough Yaedols. I should probably just put this out of my mind for the moment. Where are we in the episode? We're about the time when we have to transition to the next task in front of us. I should probably just close my eyes and focus on that, right? Here. This is stuck, right? Yes, 100% stuck at super alloy. Super alloy is stuck at... Oh, look at them all gathered around. What is this? Nexalit? 100%. And Nexalit is RMAC. This is actually a very severe problem, isn't it? And RMAC is oleochemicals. Oleochemicals is lard for one. It's being used right here, and this can't be prodded, which is terrible. And I suppose the other recipe, I guess there's a glycerol vent now. And this has prod, and it's better. And it's better. Do I vent glycerol and just start making it through, making oleochemicals through here? Because right now this guy's getting preference. He doesn't wait. So if I put a glycerol vent on, we already have an oleochemical vent, so it will it'll go back and forth. So we'd have to put in some more complicated logic when it comes to whether or not it runs. So right now, what are we getting on this wire? Oh, right here. Is it already in place? All right, so this runs whenever we need one of the two. But how? This doesn't work at all. Because we get go from right there. And when this was always wired up, so it was never right. But then we're short-circuiting go here. So that's also not what we want. Maybe we use green wire then? So then we have... No, we're not using green wire. It's nice that we can do this from God's eye perspective. Here, let's switch this to just fully indicate the change of semantic we have landed. Yes. And then it will output go when it is received. When we need it, when we have the supplies and we need something, then the system kicks in. Yeah, when we need something in the box and there's something to do. All right, so I should definitely implement this glycerol recipe and have it only run in overflow situations. Okay. Okay. I swear this is new. So we need an FTS reactor, and we need to upgrade all of these with better prod, and we need individual cooling towers. Okay, let's go build this out, and then probably on to uplifting. Probably. These problems I'm facing are rather severe, so I kind of have concerns, but we'll see. So, FTS reactors, you are bulky guys. We're going to only go with 2 of these. 2 of these supported by a whole lot of beaconing. And then 2 of the big cooling towers, which I probably already have, right? Yeah, right there. So, do we have glycerol somewhere around here? There's oleochemicals. That's about what I'd expect. I don't know if we put glycerol in the tanks. We should put it right next to the oleochemicals. But looks like I have to trace the line. Very well. Here's more glycerol. And this is glycerol from skin, and we kind of don't want to do this. So this should be... This should be primary production glycerol. And we should reflect that. This is going where? No. There's no fluid tanks for it. Okay. Well, I guess we just live that life. Not at all sure what I'm doing is correct right now. Have strong feelings in the back of my head that maybe I'm meddling with something I'm not fully in comprehension of. It makes a lot of glycerol a second. This is primary production glycerol. You, sir, go away. We want to pump it out conditionally. And that condition shall be this is less than 12,000. All right. So primary production glycerol here will only be used when there's a gap. So now we follow this south. And this right here is not primary production. This is secondary production. Oh, this is suddenly going here. I should probably help it out. And then pick that up. And we're just going to go with 4 for right now. And then we're going to take one of these. And we're going to make it better. Not really sure if any of what I just said is accurate. Either we're going to make it better or something's going to be different. Any of those things could very well not be correct. And then this is all hooked together, right? This produces 20,000 steam a second. We can absorb 20,000 steam a second. All right. And it's exposed to greater prod. So now what we have to do is put a draw on the glycerol line whenever it reaches too high, so that this will start going. And this will start going up until the point where this also hits 10K on oleochemicals, and then this will stop until one of them has a gap. And then this, the most efficient recipe, will start going. Okay, that makes sense. Did I wreck this? I don't think I did. Where does this line go? Did I wreck this? I could have wrecked it. No, it's right here. That's what I'm looking at. Oh no, this draws from the wrong side. Okay, that's what's confusing me. Okay, that is another semantic upgrade we are going to have to now deal with. This should be what we do. And now this goes on that side. This has no direct consumer of glycerol on it anymore. And it pumps into here, and it comes down here. Now this has to get into this line. So, let's manage that. Like so. Like so, and like so. Well, no. I think maybe we are kind of not doing this correctly. But I feel that all the time, so let's not read too much into that. Alright, so we still haven't implemented a drain, but now this is pulling glycerol from this area, so these guys should be going again? Yes, and in fact they are, because the drain is coming through here. Mean we are making little blasts of oleochemicals. It's astonishing oleochemicals is still causing me problems. This has been a constant issue ever since Logi Science when there wasn't a vent for oleochemicals, so it just kind of built up forever. So what we need to do is now oleochemicals into syngas, I guess right here. I mean, where else can I stick this? Like up here? No, it's got to go right down here. And then we are, unfortunately, running out of space. So 2 FTS reactors. The 2 I picked up. Where are you? Okay, where are they? Okay, there they are. Got it. All right, so we have reactor number 1 and we have reactor number 2. And then we have cooling tower number 1 and cooling tower number 2. I don't know how this is actually going to work out. Everyone just stay calm. There. We turn glycerol into syngas. So, it's going to be something like this. Actually, just move it right there. And then water comes around. Well, that's also kind of bad. Well, no, it's not terrible. Because reflecting this, it'll join together. But joining together is like, it's not so bad. All right, so stick that there. Don't break anything. Grab all of this, H it, and put it right there, right? And this is okay. All right, just we'd have to pump in the initial shot of it. And then we don't want to prod this, but we do want to speed everything. And that will probably be accomplished with a very healthy 5-4. Hopefully it doesn't catch anything down here. It does. All right, so you have to go further up. Then we have to go further down. Actually, I can just spread it apart a little more and it'll seed in better, right? Like that. It looks like it's connected right there, but it's not. So don't freak out. Like I'm totally not freaking out because it looks like it connects there. The problem now is I blocked out glycerol in. There's slight errors with this. Here, let's start like that, and then we'll have a line, and then... Okay, so maybe I don't know what I'm doing on a lot of levels. Okay, we try this. Designing on the fly. There, now we have surface to get up and down. All right, and you are eating... This is not enough still. That's funny. It's still not eating enough. But I think I'm done at this point. So what we do... Again, I could use an inefficiency module right now. We have our waste syngas, which we will just pull it over, and we should not have to go far before finding a syngas line, right? Because we have a rail that goes directly south to feed miners, I think. Though I kind of want to go straight up to the syngas tank. I have to make sure I'm connected because this is waste syngas. So the answer is no. There isn't actually an easy way to do this. So, okay. Okay. I accept no easy way. I accept my life is one of struggle. I think it would be a miracle if this line is in fact open all the way south. I see I've been conscientious about it. There, right there. I knew it wasn't going to make it all the way. Here, let's... I guess we gotta skip over. And then maybe try again. And just hope we've polluted this line exactly in this spot. We could also be more polite and not pollute another line by doing this, and then just drawing the pipe straight up. That doesn't use a single extra line that we weren't committing to before. That's a better solution. And there's our glycerol. We're going to have to deal with that in a minute. Now we're going farther south. And I'm going to have to just remind myself, as I constantly am reminding myself of all sorts of things that can go wrong, that this is a waste. Oh no. This is a syngas input line. I must not get it confused with a syngas consumption line, because that would lead to problems. All right, good. Now that's hooked up. Now we just have to feed the glycerol in, which I believe we just passed the glycerol line, right? I am all but certain I saw it drift by when I was laying this pipe. No? No? I didn't see it. Right here, yes, right here. Okay. And so what we're going to do is add still more lines right here. And I guess we're venting directly at the consumer. Usually a bad thing to vent at the consumer. I've done it though. And then right here, yes. And then we will link in here. And then, no, we have to do a pumping mechanism to make sure that what we do is pure of spirit. And this is not pure of spirit. Okay. You are a overflow pump. No, if we're going to do that, then we're on the wrong side. There. This is what we should be doing. All right. When this pump runs into glycerol overflow problems, so that's going to be 2800. If it's over that, then you turn on. Right? And so it's going to turn on a second here, probably. Then we have to fill in a bit of water here. We have to put a tank in place so that we have sufficient storage. And then this is just temporary. Everybody just hold on. Then we're going to underflow less than 5%. I just want you to kick this off, please. All right, and then kick that off, please. So it's pumping up. Okay. It's going a little faster, needs a little more water in the system. What's the steam? Yeah, it is. Everything's fine there. Oh, we need still more? It's not enough? How about 10%? Enough to keep it actually flowing. Alright, that looks good. Oh, it makes ash. I failed to notice that. Points for anyone who said he's going to forget about the ash. Because I absolutely 100% did. So we just need a dinosaur here to handle this, right? And we are pleased that we have another source of ash. We're happy to see this going. All right, we need some more water in too. Here, we're going to put 2 of these here, and then we're going to have a janitor. It's a noble job, if underappreciated. All right, right there. Fill that cargo and take that to waste ash, which is right here. And right there, empty cargo. Do that. And that's going to take a while. All right, so we were apparently not done with this. So let's try it again, boys. Right there. Underflow less than 10%. Hook it up. Oh, we're having trouble? It needs to be still more? 20%. There. Adding more. Getting better. Getting better. Eating the glycerol. Feeding off the glycerol. There. Now we're at solid 20%. And it's still not enough. I worry about doing this. Pump, 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 pump. Actually, we're going to add still more storage into this. Pump, 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 pump. Yeah, there we go. Maybe that should have only been... Maybe we should better cut it off right now. Then how's the steam come back? What's our problem now? Not enough glycerol? Oh, we've actually made it through it. Okay. We have actually destroyed all of the waste glycerol. We may feel at peace. All right, now let's take a look at what we've done. As once again, glycerol has caused us enormous problems. We are producing effective oleochemicals, it looks like. And this should directly begin making RMAC. No, that's acetic acid. Okay. RMAC is right here. Which we could probably... Oh, it's full up now. All right. And RMAC was the problem for Nexalit, which was right here. And now this is pumping again. That looks to be true. That's going. That's going. We may have solved the problem. We may have solved it multiple different ways. That just means the problem is super duper solved, right? If we go down here, this is... Okay. We might have to watch this over time. Molten Nex. Yeah. That was critical bad right there. So we're at 28 now. And it was less than that before. It was... this is much less than it was before. Why is, friends? Do we have to wait for it to turn on a little more? Is there another bottleneck? Plenty of blue. Plenty of blue. All backed up. All completely backed up. You are mostly backed up. You're free-flowing, in fact. So I just have to wait for it to turn on a little bit. This is our bottleneck. Not that I think it's a critical bottleneck, but it is. Was there a slurry deficit? And now we are backing up on slurry again? I could believe that. Yes, that's full up now. And so the slurry is... Yeah, these are making the cubes. All right. Probably we were at a slurry deficit. Probably that was the cause of the problem. Probably the situation is now stable. Oh, wait, we're going to run into need lard problems now. Because this is almost up. This is eating 200 lard a second. Can we supply that? No. No. We can't. And right now, well, we're full up on oleochemicals. So that's going to satisfy ourselves. You know what? We're not going to think about this anymore. It's time to shift gears and go to uplifting. And then maybe work on isotopes a little bit. If the factory is broken right now, it is fated to be so. So saith I. All right, so let's just walk through everything. Let's just take a look at okay, let's... Is a caravan out of food? Really? Is that the one I just threw down? It has to be, right? Or there's one way down south. Okay, sorry. Distractions are happening. The first of the distractions shall be named this guy. Okay, good. Come with me. And also, I have a mind wipe for you. There you go. The second of the distractions is named Why is Science Not Going? That could be anything, actually. Because of how deep some of these problems are. What was I doing? I was coming way over here. Sorry. I get distracted frequently. We need cotton gut products. Cotton gut products are stuck on no super alloy. New super alloy is stuck on no nextlet. That's what it was last time. Yeah, and that's what we just addressed. So that'll either be working or it will be not. We're just going to have to let it go either way. Do we have another nextlet tech? No, that's next tech tier. Final nextlet is then. Alright. You're at a weird angle. I don't trust you, but you're fine. Alright, let's go audit uplifting. I think we have guar we can uplift now. And then it's probably we are not going to be getting to isotope production today. That's fine. Everything is fine. Just take a deep breath. Think to yourself, is everything fine? And know the answer. Yes, everything is fine. All right, so we're doing Bodos here. Looks like we're stopped. Why? We're still at 3 spores. Safe. And then here, we're going to save before we get too close to the Bodos. It's a personal safety thing. All right, so that's right there. That's right there. What I need to do... it's here to scare me. Why aren't you going? And why aren't you going? You need the yellow fuel rods, and you're running the breeding program. And you need the yellow fuel rods, and you're running the mutation program. No, you should be raising the Bodos. You should be... Which one is it? This one? No, you should be collecting the spores. You should be making the spores from the Bodos. That's why the alien bacteria is right there. Don't mess with me. All right, anyway, that one was not going because it had the wrong recipe on it because I was juggling all this for a while. And then you need the yellow fuel rod. How is that supposed to get in? It's probably right here, right? And that's not going anywhere. I know I had... What's this doing? I know I had a individual caravan bringing in the special intermediate fuel rod. And that's this guy. So where are you taking this? You're taking it to here, and then it comes down right here on this belt, right here, all the way down, and then it just slides right in. Okay, so that explains how that gets in. Why isn't it going? Is now the actual question. Do I just burn through it so fast? I could kind of believe that. Kinda. So this has to go like this. We have plenty of input, right? Yes, plenty of input. Why aren't you taking the ash out? Do we need ash here? Oh, we do. Oh, that's why. All right, so we're making all of these uranium isotopes. And none of them do anything we want. None of them do anything to care about, frankly. Yeah, I should just not pay attention to any of this. Then we need that 235. I bet you we could juggle all of these to get more 235. And it needs a 10% chance to get the 235, and that makes 10. And then, yeah, I understand why this is slow now. You know what? I'm not going to pay any more attention to it. Alright, so this is just going to be very, very slow. The Bodos uplift. That's fine. I bet you Cacalc is ready. Yes, Cacalc is ready. Alright, awesome. So this can just be turned off. Irk and irk. I'm not going to be so bold as to completely dismantle it. And now we just... Oh, mutant enzymes. Okay. I'm glad I pressed that button. What we want now is to propagate. Need atom and a laser module. And, of course, you need mutant enzymes. Okay. I take back my happiness there. At least it makes a whole lot. And a bunch of stuff I don't really need. So 6 seeds, no cotton gut products, which I should be grateful for. And then it makes a whole variety of things that need to be gotten rid of. So we have fail seeds of 3 flavors and 2 fail plants. No, fail seeds of 3 flavors and 2 fail plants. So I'm going to have to put in one more. One of these will have to be converted. Well, no, we're going to have to put in one more. Okay, let's not think about that for a moment. What I need to do is reprogram this guy right here. Now I have to clear all of this out. And then all of this has to be just a little bit different. You have to make Cacalc 4, and that needs 6 Cacalc. And then you, right here, take 6 Cacalc seeds. Oh, you can brick. I mean, not really, because I have an extra one right there. But it's only guaranteed to make 5. This could brick. Like over a couple cycles. If it does, like I have 2 chances to hit that 40%. If I don't get that 40%, I have severe problems. Yeah. Yeah, this could be bad. Like I almost want to hold this dinosaur and not rework him, because what if this bricks? What if this does? What if I hit 60% and then 60%? That is entirely possible. You know what? We're going to let it run longer. We're not, I have the fear, and this is fairly cheap to run. So, and it also has good chance of producing either one of those things. We need to get some extra seeds and extra cacalcs, and definitely some extra cacalcs. So we're just going to let it go, right? There's no harm in building up a buffer against a major disaster. We have not had a major disaster ever, in that we haven't bricked anything ever. But all that means is it's waiting. It's waiting. It knows I'll get complacent eventually, and then it's going to pounce. That's what that means. Okay. Soon. Not now, but soon. And then Bodos is in progress, right? This guy's still on his way. Bodos still in progress. Navens need research for. I wonder why we've dropped substantially. That's usually no vat brains, right? No, it is vat brains. We have no logi science. And that was no... Okay, just don't pay attention to it. Nothing is real. It's not real. This is done. That is real, and it's done. Potatoes are real. Potatoes are done. Arums need research. This is pumping, but it's not pumping here. Here, let's go check. Way down in the Southland, the long grind to better Yatoi. It's done 22 products in this entire time. Wow. This is going to be... We might have to consider something different here. Just not right now. Renea done, of course. Grods. Oh, we have 3 Grods now. Something good happened. So that's on its way. It's halfway there. Fantastic. Guar we can do right now. Because we just researched Guar, right? Guar. Yes, we researched Guar the 4th. Okay. And so how do we manage this? Like, we need to take this stuff and we need to start experimenting with it. But we need this in place in case the experiment fails. So I guess we need another guar plantation. Which wasn't really what I expected to be doing. But I will go do it. For the entertainment and edification of factory appreciators everywhere. Guar is one of these weird plants I feel is underused. It felt like it came up once very early for military science. Needed guar gum for that. And then after that, just never again. Just a very underused... Well, it eventually... It came up again a long, long time later. Felt like maybe more should be happening in that time. All right, we want to roll for the good guar. And this... Okay. There. That's what we want to see. And then we will pull the guar out of here. Do we need beans? We also need the guar bean seeds. That's unfortunate because I really didn't do this correctly, if that's what I wanted. I suppose we can take it from over there and bring it down. I suppose that's exactly what I'm going to do. It's good to have clarity. Alright, so water will be in, don't worry about that. Let's get everything else. I need to build a dinosaur. I need to look at molten necks. See, it was at 42 a second, 42 a minute, and now it's back up to that. Okay, so normal Yaedol. Normal service shall be removed. And this is worse. Oh, it's crashed down to worse than it was. That doesn't make sense. How is that even possible? This is going very good. And then over here, not very good. There seems to be a full belt of normal fungal substrate on the... Oh, you're not linked up. Oh, no. There was 32k fungal... Okay, that would slow down everything. Fantastic. It also explains why this guy isn't here. Are you linked up? You are. Anything else out of control? No. Alright, let's go fix it. Again, for the entertainment and edification of all, let's have a good old blooper reel. So we're just going to come probably just right here and just yank off all of the all of this. And that'll pull off how much? 4K? That's not enough. No, it is not. Alright, there we go. We're going to pull off 8K. And hopefully that will be enough to make the whole system work a little better. There's a lot of these guys that just can't vent right now, I'm betting. Not you, not you. Still doesn't really explain why it fell. I mean, belt being clogged. But we have plenty of urea on the belt. I don't know. Don't ask me these things. It's a technical question. We're going to have a call with the actual stake owners on this. And that is definitely not me. How does your next week look like? Right here we need limestone, fertilizer, zinc finger fusion. These are homegrown. That's all great. So what we got? We need 10 limestone, 10 fert, 1 zinc finger fusion. Fantastic. That's just going to be, you stacked it just 21, so it's probably just 100 each. That's not right. 3,000 divided by 21 is, yeah, just going to be just a couple zeros. All right. We're going to do it simple and straightforward. Mr. Dinosaur, come here. And that's going to be dinosaur hungry. Put that right there, right there, right there, right there. And now, you have to go get these things. Right there. Load items. Fertilizer. 1,000, please. And go get limestone. Maybe you should have gotten limestone first. Why we have a weight for coarse fraction? I mean, saying those words has a very obvious answer. What do you suppose is actually eating that much? Potatoes? Then we need zinc finger fusion proteins, which is right there. And there's a weight for something. What do we suppose this is? Growth hormone. That's not what I want to see, because that's in a lot of stuff. Then you come here, circuit condition, parador equals go. Then unload, unload, unload. Look at this, friends. It's forward progress, no matter what. We're doing at least one new thing today, and we can be proud of that. All right, be on your way. Then 1, 2, and 3, and then 3 again, and then just absolutely flailing. Done. This will get in the solid components that we need. Now we should probably go look at growth hormone, because that is another critical item. What's our problem now? You have alien bacteria. We have no pineal glands. You have no speakers. The speakers are right there. You're just not going because E isn't going. And that probably means not enough alien bacteria in the bin. Then this is not enabled. I can believe that. This is not what I'm looking for. Where is a decider combinator hiding around here? I know it has to be, right? Here, you have to go cycle. See you soon. This is interesting. That has to be fixed. Yeah. Yeah, that really does have to be addressed. It's not causing problems because dynamycin isn't that in demand. But I'm so betting you there's a decider around here that is measuring how much alien bacteria is here and determining E or not. This is a local E. This is right there. This is not this E. That's a different E. This one? Yes. All right, not enough alien bacteria. I called it. Let's go get distracted again, right? If it was fun the first time, it'll be super fun the second time. And this is just petering out. That's really unfortunate. I wonder exactly how we managed to have so many episodes in a sequence of everything going well. And now we struggle so very hard. So we wander back and forth trying to figure out where we're going. All right, we have caused ourselves an enormous issue with our beacon. So we just knock you down a little bit. Is everyone okay now? No. This is a 3-4. Now you're a 2-5, and now you're okay? I think that was just the one in the hopper. Yeah. Now it's going to stop because of things. Okay, so we need more alien bacteria. We knew this was true, right? And in theory, we should be helping that. But no, now we're stuck on... That's a big backup. That's just Nexalit. Let's take a look at Nexalit plate. The fact we were just done with Nexalit for any period of time is really quite trash. So it's 11k, 12k at max, and now we're at even less than that. That's bad news. Here, we're not going to do this today, but for tomorrow we're going to put this in and say investigate Nexalit. Speed everything? Question mark. This entire system needs... We just need more throughput. Simple as, you know? I don't think any part of it is proddable. That would be a wonderful win. That's full up. That's full up. Oh, the Armac's running out again. Oh. Well, I guess we just solved our mystery, huh? And you are out because of no oleochemicals. So it's true. I really do have to upgrade that. Should probably go do that now. After I hook up Guar. After we're done with Guar, I will go on an improved Armac arc. I'll give it... I'll make a block of 4 with Ultra Prod. With the best machines. And then that's how we will try to handle this issue. And then, I don't know, maybe hope that more oleochemicals appears on the other end. It's a hope-based strategy. It's a good one. Oh man, I had to take a very long break right there. And I come back functionally lobotomized. What was I doing? Well, obviously this guy's set up. What's my notepad say? Nothing. Okay, that's great. We were clearly setting up Guar. Needs water. We've got to have water around here, right? What kind of plant growing setup doesn't have water? Doesn't make any sense. So it's like right there, right there. There you go. There's your water. And so I'm guessing I need to get Guars and Guar's seeds into the world. So what I should probably do is this. You should get the Guar. Thank you, autosave. Well, okay, wait a second. We're going too fast. Now, you should only take the Guar's seeds, and only if greater than 50, right? This is less than 50. All right, you have to be greater than or equal to 50. Great. And you take the Guar's seeds south. And they will end up here. Fantastic. Greatest of works. Now we need to take the Guars south. And how's this work? What is this even doing? Why is this set up to do that? Why isn't this going? Oh, this is an uplifter. Oh, I shouldn't have built this one. I should have repurposed that. Oh. Oh, well, that's fun. And meanwhile, you... Same thing. You have to take the Guars, but only when there's greater than 50 of them. So, it's the Guars, the seeds, that are actually the problem at the moment. And then you make stuff. A lot of that stuff we don't care about. Some of it we might. And it goes into this box. I really shouldn't have... Maybe I should run them both. I don't know. What I need now is for this guy to go faster. Oh, that's being stingy. There you go. Blindingly fast. Okay, good. Having trouble shoveling them out fast enough. That's what we want to see. Then we have all the material we need for this guar to do its thing. All right, we have to update a spreadsheet, right? Not really a spreadsheet, more of a checklist. Guar. In progress. Beautiful, right? What else was going on? There was a lot going on. I don't remember any of it. I think I should probably wrap this episode up soon. If only because... Where are we at? 15 minutes left in a normal episode. And, I am extremely disoriented. How about we just look over everything? What do I have in the notes from monitoring? Check on Yaedols. Here, let's go check on Yaedols. Let's see if we can learn something from the majestic Yaedol. We actually doubled Yaedols this episode. I remember that. We decided just to bite down. Okay, so we've got guys waiting here. This is Yaedols, right? Yeah. We have no shortage of material, so it's only transport if we have problems. So, how we doing? What we got? Yaedol. We should see a spike. And, I mean, historically, what was this? Like 1.3, 1.2-ish a minute? And now it's more than that, but it's not the double I would expect. Wonder why. Let's take a walk and see if we can understand. It's all we could ever want, right? Oh, we need more spores. Is that our problem? This is going to be another long series. Need alien bacteria. No, don't do that. You need more urea? It seems kind of a little weird. So we do need more urea on the belt. So this is going to be another series of just walking around tweaking stuff. So you're going to get 50% more. You're pretty... Okay. We're... Belt discipline has been low. Let's not undersell what has happened here. But at the same time, there's plenty of room to cover. We're going to be eating up all of these substrates. Alright, so we just dropped. And there is no Yaedols here. And very soon, if we... Yeah, we're going to be limited by transport here. Momentarily. And let's not tolerate that. Alright? Let's take that, and... No, I said fill cargo. There you go. Take those Yaedols away. So we've... This is actually a development in that we need to double the amount of Yaedols, Yaedol transport whales, which is good. That's what we want to start seeing. We want more and more of these guys having to cycle through. Alright, so we just watched Yaedols for the time being. And now I can say it's time to go just let this cycle for a while. What else? I wonder if we made any of those new bots. Almost certainly not, right? Like it was so blocked on quantum battery and everything else. It's going to take a long time for quantum battery to get in. And we have made no products. That's because this guy is stuck on trying to get super alloy. Oh, what's going on here? Super alloy is waiting on Nexalit. Nexalit was a giant problem. And you're going to go and fill cargo here. And this looks really quite thin. Why do I have all of these and have them sped at that for this weak trickle. There's nothing being made. What's going on? Is this Armac? This is Armac again. All right. Guess we're going over it one more time. So, what do we think it's going to be? We can't make Armac again, which strongly indicates oleochemicals once again. I suppose I could go and ultra prod this. We really should, especially since we're experiencing any sort of problem. Here, let's just go for a 4 situation. And so we want 4 mixers. That we got. Let's just go upgrade this and just spam prod and speed and see what happens. It should probably work out much better than the situation we have for right now, right? No. No, I missed it. Or rather, no, I was just looking in the wrong spot. Okay, so how are we going to do this? The problem is oleochemicals. So I guess we yank this up and we let them go really, really, really slowly, right? So we're going to drop you guys in. And then drop, excuse me, these guys in. Welcome to 90% prod. Enjoy your stay. You will enjoy your stay. Everyone enjoys their stay. 5-5. Okay, so what we got here now is making 1.6K a second. I suspect that is sufficient. These guys will run too, but they'll run very slowly. That doesn't take much oleochemicals at all. And this guy is... this is sporopollenin, right? Yeah. That should probably be upgraded as well. So now our problem is again oleochemicals. We should probably act on this pretty quickly, given that it almost certainly is going to... Well, what's the problem here? We are full up on oleochemicals. Excuse me. Well, what's the problem? Are we clipped or something? Did I do something really dumb? Never put that past me. Never. Alright, so... Oh, it's only made from this? Oh no. Armac is only made from sporopollenin. Well, that's terrible. That is beyond terrible. That's a tangling pipe. Why didn't I see this before? Well, okay, I didn't look. You got me. So, how do I deal with this? Biofluid? Biofluid? We're pretty close. We could probably biofluid it up. Let's restore biofluid and see what happens. Give me oleochemicals in astonishing amounts. Then we have to stop it from just refluxing forever, because that would be dumb. So we do... Oh, there's... I'm so helpful here. So very helpful. Oh, and it doesn't connect otherwise. So very, very helpful. So what I'm going to do is this. Take good old underflow right here. We are going to underflow less than 20. So that'll be right here. I guess we make another rail to connect up. Well, we don't, just this one essentially, but I'll do them all because I will absolutely shoot myself in the foot if I don't do this. And I come back later expecting all of these to work, and then they do not. I will be upset and confused. There will be spontaneous vomiting. It will be terrible. There will be messes everywhere. So what we got right here? We got 5 of them coming, so we were full up. It was just completely isolated from here. That's awful. Well, kind of par for the course. We're going to sit here and babysit it, though. This guy's almost here. He's going to come bearing 10k, I think, but there's more behind him. And this will eat it up immediately, but it will also make a ton of Armac, which is good. This should never be a problem. This is all this is so nice. Look at how nice this is. So nice. There we go. There's our chore cock. In you go. And that guy had 10k as expected because it only asked for 10k when this guy was working. And then here comes the swarm. Yes. Just fill it up. There we go. And so that was a pulse of, I'm going to estimate 80k, maybe 90k arriving. Now there's more coming. This might be able to keep it fueled. Now Armac is completely full up. I have a hard time believing that, but I will go and look. Oh. I guess it's... I guess if you're making 1600 a second, this is actually rather easy to keep fueled. Well, good to know. So this was making what? Here, just what was this? Nextlit pulp stage 4. And Nexilit pulp stage 4. Yeah. Yeah, that's bad. This is even worse. This is the valley of the shadow of death. Now I guess we suffer until this actually gets done. There is, of course, no prod in any of this. Very, very sad. What else to say about this? I don't think there's anything more to say. Is it time to wrap up? It is. But I'm going to go over everything one more time. Tech is stopped. That's logy science, right? That's because of a variety of things. Let's not fall victim to the delusion that our problems stem from a single source. It's a multi-factor failure happening right here. Right now we're waiting for, that's the super alloy. And super alloy is of course waiting for Nexilit, and Nexilit we just addressed. So this is gonna take a few hours to open, about an hour I'd say, to wake up entirely. So is there really any point to looking at anything else? Oh, what's this? That's LDS. LDS is not going Byakuas. That's something new. And that's Nexilit Blue. That's on our list as something we need to increase. So, yeah, and this is just waiting for Nexilit. Nexilit and Timmy are both in the wormhole. So, if necessary, I can do a funny thing right here. That's not going to happen for a while. All right, so the factory is just all sorts of dicked up at the moment. That's kind of sad. Here, let's go at least finish out looking at uplifting. Augs doing great, fish doing great, don't care about you. Corlex, we still are only at the single Corlex. That's fine, take as long as you want. Research pending. Trits being printed down south, that's great. Need research. Need research. Need research. And this is making... Oh, we haven't gotten any super Varox. It's kind of a problem, isn't it? Oh, well, take your time. Bees, need research. Research, already done, need research. How are we doing here? Ooh, We have 3 of them, and we need exactly 3 of them. So cotton guts are almost done. We can start breeding these mice now. And we'll do that next time, because I'm tired now. Moos are done. Kamouts need research. Vonics need 2 researches. Oh, we have 2 now. We have 2 pneumals, and we're out of pneumals. These 2... So we're halfway there. And I'm really sad that this is going as slowly as it is. That's because of cotton gut products. So yes, that's all related. And that's everything. So because of a lack of Nexalit, we are having general factory failure. Kind of makes sense. A lack of anything will lead to a failure of factory. This at least is better, I suppose. Well, these foundries can be upgraded. Not that it really matters. One of these cubes is 17 Nexalit. That's so sad. That's so very, very, very sad. There's incredibly valuable slurry. Is it being exported? Where can I tell? No, it's being exported. Right here. Oh, why are we stopped? Explain. We are completely stopped again. And that's... Oh! There's another problem to this. There's another layer here. And that this guy is slow. I wonder if this means that some other parts are slow. No. 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 Is it just travel time? In which case I have a wormhole to introduce you to. We have one coming, and these guys are eating 14 iron oxide a second. A wormhole right there will take care of this problem. And allow these whales to concentrate on hauling in the graphite and the aluminum plate. Graphite might belong in the wormhole. It's used in a lot of stuff. Yeah, kinda. I'm gonna wrap up. This was a weird episode, not just because I can't remember it clearly, but because things aren't working so well. And we had that terrible oleochemical bug over by Armac. That was really very, very, very unfortunate. Nope. That is not right. How about this? How about this? And now to here. And now... print screen. Print screen. Okay. We're done with this episode. This episode I hardly remember because I got ripped away right at the end. Really sucks. Nothing to do about it. I know we put together the highest level of construction bots. We won't see them for a very long time, but they're starting to be made. We're suffering from a comprehensive Nexalit shortage. That's because we haven't had enough additives in the system, and that's entirely our fault. I had Armac wired wrong. I had to increase oleochemical production. I had to do a lot of stuff, but as of right now, I think we have most of our additives in shape, and maybe we can feel good about this. Maybe not, though. We also doubled Yaedol production. Hopefully, it's going to take some sushi tuning to get from A to B, but we have double the plantations in. I was very, very, very much hoping I could go to the level 4 recipe, which is honestly quite good. It's like almost 4 times Yaedols production per building. But it also requires a barrel of alien bacteria. And after analyzing it, I just can't afford it. Alien bacteria is far too precious. It needs to be used higher up the value chain than in the Yaedol recipe. So that it sits there tempting. I don't hate it since it's obviously very good and it's aspirational at this point. Kind of like how stem cells. The higher level stem cells needs mutant enzymes and mutant enzyme components. And that just kind of floats there, taunting you up until the point where you can actually use it, and it feels really great. This has the same kind of vibe. It at least is a goal. It's not like with Renea, and I do the math, and I find out it's basically the same thing once you take into account all the effort. That's a big disappointment. Trits, also big disappointment. There's a lot of big disappointments in alien life, but this one, I think it correctly gives you a cost alongside an appropriate reward. So good job there. Just need to see more of this. The way the recipe works is it asks you for something that's very dear at the time you can research the recipe, and that as you progress, I assume you will just have more and more of it. Like so many other items that I've made over the hours have been very dear at the time and then just kind of decay down to just nothing. Like hydrogen peroxide is probably the great example of that. It was very, 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 very valuable early on, but now is just not even a thought. Both because building scale and new recipes come online. And consumers of it move on to other things. So there's a bunch of reasons for that. Anyway, all of that, very good. I think I'm done here. Tomorrow, we will push it forward again, and hopefully Nextlet recovers at some point. So, bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.